Hello, fellow adventurers and heroes. I am the FlightlessBird, and this is our Let's Play of Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. This is a game I've been waiting for. I've talked about this game. This is a game that I wanted to play when I thought about creating a YouTube channel. It was just, I wanted to play games that were classics I haven't played in a long time, that were really good RPGs that could tell a good story. This, the penultimate game in the Quest for Glory series, Shadows of Darkness. I'm just so excited. And I'm ready to just dive right in. We all know what happened. We got voice acting now, which is fantastic. I am so excited for that.
Your character has been successfully
Ad Avis and this mysterious shadowy figure summoned us from Tarna to this strange new land. And we have no idea what's going on. We have no idea where we are. But that's part of being a hero. Being a hero is not about doing the easy things. It's about forging your own path and triumphing over evil wherever it may lurk. And apparently, it lurks here. We're gonna put points into acrobatics. If you know me, I like to have all my stats. I like to be able to do everything. I like to be a jack of all trades. Even though we are very much a master of magic. Wow, look at that magic stat. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's jump right in. I am so excited to continue Devon Aidendale's adventure. So in a dark cave.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place, the only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions.
That's not a good start.
Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Oh, look at this. Shadows of Darkness. I'm so excited. My, you're looking heroic today. You are currently carrying 2,101 quirks. The most you can carry without strain is a load of 10,650 quirks. As we see from our inventory, it doesn't look good. All of our potions and everything are gone. We have here a plate mail armor. I don't know how we have plate mail armor. I thought we had chain mail last time I checked, but it's okay. The plate mail consists of sections of metal plates welded to flexible chain links for superior protection. You wear leather padding underneath the armor. We start with a simple money pouch. We have 1 crown. I don't know where we got the crown from, but apparently we have a crown. First thing I'm gonna do is turn up the detail. I'm gonna turn down the volume. And I'm gonna turn up the speed slightly. Now you may wonder, why did I turn down the volume? It's because when I tested this game, the voice acting is completely separate from the volume. So I could have it completely muted and the voice would still be the same volume. So the sound, the music, actually can overpower the speakers. And after playing Quest for Glory 1 and 2, where there's very little music throughout the game, I'm okay with having the music in the background so we can concentrate more on what's being said. Let's look around here. This looks like such a lovely place. Definitely not. I'm immediately drawn to this weird looking cockroach thing. This thing looks absolutely hideous.
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
Okay, that's not good.
The torch is firmly embedded in its holder.
We have a torch there.
It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material on it.
And it looks like we have a torch here.
You take the torch.
Let's go ahead and look at this. Magical torch. Oh, it's magical. You light and extinguish this torch in the usual way, but it's obviously magical since it never seems to burn down. How cool is that? course, we have all our spells from our previous game, including our lightning bolt. You'll notice that it starts at spell skill 300. Did we get it to 300? I don't remember. 300, 300, 300, 300, 300. Looks like all our spells start at 300, which is alright by me. Except our open spell. For some reason, we are the most powerful open speller in the history of the world. Maybe it's because of our previous thieving background, but our spell skill is 14,569. We can open up the world if we cast this in the wrong way, so we got to be careful of this spell now, apparently. Alright, let's look around.
It's a rotted, ancient corpse, half buried in the cave wall.
Looks like we have a body here. Let's search.
You find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body.
So we got some money. Here's another body.
A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Looks like crowns and kopecks are dinars, and centimes are... Oh, what do they call them in Tarna? Oh, I've already forgotten. So sad. Whoa!
You stumble and fall over the ancient petrified corpse. As you pick yourself up, you discover a dagger and some coins on the dried out dead body. It isn't going to use them anymore, so you take them.
Cool. I was actually coming down to see if this is something I could search.
That didn't do anything.
And we accidentally tripped over something. I'm okay with that. Anything else here? This is a really creepy room, by the way. Like, I mean, this thing, it looks like we're on the body of some sort of gigantic creature. This is really creepy.
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor.
Oh. I do need to put a disclaimer on this game because I do remember this game is much darker than the previous Quest for Glory games. It's not super dark like you would see something, you know, an M-rated game on today's list. However, there is elements of darkness, obviously. There is a woman who is very suggestive in what she does, and there's also themes of child kidnapping. So if any of those themes frighten you away, we have a lot of other stuff that we're doing on the channel. However, I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as some of the other things that are out there in today's world. I just want to throw that out to you because I do like to, you know, let you know what's going on. So if you are someone who is watching this for the first time and, you know, are a young kid or something, maybe not watch this video. That's all I'm saying. Can we light? You scrape the flint with your dagger, creating a spark. Now can we create the spark on the torch? You strike a spark with the flint and dagger to light the torch. Haha, there we go. Oh, look at that. We got a little torch. Fantastic.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
Now, granted, I played this game for the first time as a kid, so, you know, it's fine by me, but...
You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
Look at this place. What is going on here? This giant cocoon-like thing here.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Yeah. I like to consider this game, you know, this is the 4th Quest for Glory game. If this game has a parallel, think of Harry Potter 1 and Harry Potter 4. Harry Potter 4 was much darker than the previous Harry Potters, just like Quest for Glory 4 is much darker than the other Quest for Glories. At the same time, though, this game is absolutely hilarious from what I remember, so I'm excited to play it again. I instantly noticed there's a sword and a shield down here.
The corpse has long since decayed into a dry husk, but his shield seems to be in pretty good condition. Lying next to the dead warrior are a battered sword and a coin pouch.
Fantastic. Let's go ahead and grab that, shall we?
You gratefully retrieve the shield and battered sword from the dead warrior. You hope that they will serve you better than they did their last owner.
I hope so too. I also noticed that we are not sneaking. By the way, does it still say we are stealthily going where no one has gone before? Yes, we are! Well, few have stuck before. It's still amazing. I love Star Trek references. This just makes me smile. What does our acrobatic skill say? Select this icon to jump using acrobatic. Well, that's boring. Come on. You know, make it a little more fun. Use this icon to start running. I still love the sneak skill. Best thing in the world. I think you should get the sneak skill just so you can read that dialogue every single time you play the game. We are, of course, going to sneak everywhere because it's what we do. Can we open this door?
Try as you might, the stone valve will not open. Perhaps this isn't the right time.
I think that's the game's way of telling us that we're not going to be able to go in these doors. But let's go ahead and just double check.
Try as you might.
Okay, same thing. Same thing. All right. Also, we just got a sword and shield, so I'm gonna put on Zap.
Your weapon is now magically charged.
Fantastic. Lightning Ball. Man, that's such a cool spell. I love Lightning Ball. Although I still like Flame Dart more because it costs half of what Lightning Ball does. Although Lightning Ball may do more damage, I'm not sure. By the way, we have Juggling Lights. I don't know where we got this from. The game does some weird things when you go from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's not a completely seamless import. But if we click this, we create light. Now, of course, that does absolutely nothing because we already have a torch. But if you didn't have a torch, you know, we now have a way to create light without it. Let's continue sneaky. Oh, hello.
As you approach the exit, you are confronted by two flying creatures. They have bat wings and spider-like bodies.
So they're basically bat spiders. Oh, shoot. We just got hit. Okay, so combat is different in this game. You have to... There we go. No, it's still alive. Aha.
In a bitter battle, you are better than the batters.
Ha ha ha.
You kick some butt, too.
Yeah, combat is a little weird in this game, but I actually like it. It's a lot better than Quest for Glory 3 in my opinion.
The batter wasn't carrying any valuables. Besides, its body is really gross.
Mm-hmm. And my fact, Quest for Glory 3's battles, you know, we were destroying everything.
Something deadly lies in wait nearby.
Can't really do that in this game. Matter of fact, I'm half tempted to just yank up the skill to see what it's like playing on ultimate skill. You know, I'm gonna do that. And if I find that we're dying to things, we'll crank the skill down. But for now, let's kind of enjoy a more challenging playthrough. What is this?
A heavy rope bridge spans the deep chasm.
Yeah, and there's also this pit.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Not good at all. Can we test this rope?
You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm.
Okay. Cross hand over hand. That sounds like a really bad idea. Fly across. We don't know how to fly.
It would be nice work if you could get it, but you don't know a flying spell. The best you can do is to levitate, but that just takes you up and down, unless you can find a way to let the wind help you.
Well, the wind is definitely blowing. You can see it. Can we go?
Whoa, the ground is really slippery around here. There seems to be a layer of slime all over it.
Let's try to levitate, see what happens. Absolutely nothing.
You could definitely feel the wind rushing past you as you floated in the air. But there wasn't quite enough push. You need to find a way to catch more of the wind to sail your way across.
I think what this is, you know how we found the sword and the shield? By the way, we haven't looked at the sword or the shield yet. That looks really horrible, by the way. We were swinging that thing? Shield weighs 720 quarks. The best offense requires good defense. The shield helps you keep you alive long enough to do both. Sword, it weighs 420 quarks. This sword is rather battered and worn. You can't get it to hold a proper temper. Still, it's better than fighting barehanded or even with the dagger. I don't know, we did pretty well fighting with the dagger in Quest for Glory 2. I just think that this right here, this puzzle, if you were started as a wizard, they probably wouldn't give you a sword and shield. They probably would have given you something else to help you cross this. So I don't think we can do it as a fighter. I do want to save though, because what happens if we go too close? Oh, they got automatic saves now. Are we gonna call this Aidendale 1 or Devon 1? Let's call it Aidendale 1. First letter of the alphabet. We're number 1. Can you actually fall off here? Whoa! Oh, well. How's that grab you? The tentacle is faster than the eye. It's strong too, as you are unceremoniously yanked to the horror and then apart. Well, okay, that's death number 1. So you can actually, man, we got slammed into the ground there. Did you see that effect? That was awesome. Let's look here again. I don't, you can't take the rope. Why would you take the rope?
A rope might be useful, but it's firmly attached on both ends. You think about cutting it loose, but then decide that you may have to come back this way again.
I hope we don't have to come back this way again. This place is absolutely creepy. I don't know of anything else that we were supposed to do.
There is a wide ledge of stone near the opening that leads back into the heart of the cave. It doesn't budge. You don't. Actually, you won't need it.
What was that?
You don't really need the cave vegetation now. Maybe later. Actually, you won't need it later either.
I won't need it later either. Well, it looks like there's only one thing we can do here, and that's just to cross. But before we do that, why don't we cast Calm? I don't think it'll help, but oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Your Calm spell has no effect other than providing you with a moment's relaxation.
Okay, it makes me feel better though, at least. Let's go ahead and cross hand over hand. It's such a bad idea. Ah!
You just barely made it across the pit.
What is this? What is that?
The deep pit fills most of this hallway. A rope bridge spans the narrowest stretch of the chasm.
What is that thing? Thing's horrifying. This is the type of game we start in. A giant tentacle tries to yank us into our death. And now the cave shuts on us like Aladdin.
Slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws. As the cave mouth closes behind you, you feel a strange warning tingle. There is danger here, although its source is not immediately clear.
There's danger here? Well, of course there's danger here. That cave just tried to eat us. And there seems to be a girl over here. Why is she just...
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before.
She's kind of cute.
Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you. But I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck.
Wait.
Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
Wait, stop. A little bit of help, please. She is really cute though, I will say that. Nice to meet you, Katrina. What the heck is this? This is just so creepy. And what is with these giant tentacles coming out of his mouth?
Rocks have formed an island within the goo.
I wasn't talking about the rocks, I was talking about these, like, pincers.
Rocks have formed... The cave mouth looks like the jaws of some horrid creature, waiting to chew up and swallow anyone who should be so foolish as to try to enter the cave.
Yeah. Makes me wonder what the girl is doing here. I mean, why would you be in a place like this? It's creepy.
The archway above the path is inscribed with 8 arcane symbols. You recognize 7 of them, from Arcania 101 no doubt, as the symbols of blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses. The 8th is new to you. It looks a bit like a 6-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid.
Yee.
Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time.
I know what I'm going to see, but let's throw up a detect magic.
You sense no magic in this area.
Really? No magic? It's kind of weird. It looks like this is a thing.
This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it.
And of course, what are we going to do? It looks like it's jutting out of the wall, so we are going to pick it
The
up.
six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
Oh, that thing is nasty looking. Why are you carrying this around? Dark One sign. It weighs 2 quirks. Something about this bronze symbol makes your skin crawl. It looks vaguely like a stylized octopus with only 6 tentacles. Ah! Ugh, creepy. So creepy. Alright, let's continue onward. Of course, we need to go back to Sneaky. Sneak. This looks treacherous. I remember as a kid.
The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
Come on. Whoa! I remember as a kid, this would always crash my game. I don't know what it was. This is the CD version, the one that we're playing. It's, you know, the part of the Quest for Glory Anthology Edition. But before the CD version, there were a ton of bugs in this game because they had to rush the game out before the holiday season. So the original game was riddled with, you know, crashes, but hopefully they fixed them all. We are no longer poisoned. I know we were poisoned because up here this was green. It's no longer green. This is our health. This is our health, our stamina, and our magic. It's kind of cool that they're all up there, this game. It's easier to see, you know, your stats.
This tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it. It doesn't look particularly stable.
Wonder. So it doesn't look like we can walk
The path
back
is
up.
incredibly slippery. You can scarcely move on it without falling.
So if we need to get back in the cave, we probably need to, you know, push this over. Maybe a force bolt over the top will knock it back. I wonder if we can do that. Force bolt. Nope. We're casting it. You can see up here. It's just not working.
The stone moves slightly as you push on it, but you aren't strong enough to push it all the way over.
Okay, it looks like we can just push it over. That'll work.
The Dark One sign does look a little like the top of this standing stone. So you try touching the sign to the stone. You feel a resonance between them. Nothing else happens.
Okay, so using the Dark Knight sign on the dark symbol doesn't work. Well, it was worth a guess.
Your danger sense tingles. You sense deadly danger from the swamp. It might have something to do with the grasping, disembodied arms.
Ah, it's gross. By the way, this looks familiar. If you remember from Quest for Glory 2. Oh, what is that?
The decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom.
Ah.
The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp.
Such a nice place we ended up in. I was about to say, if you remember this place from Quest for Glory 2, you remember when we were in the Wizards Institute Technossery and we clicked that dark painting and they were like, no, you cannot choose this person. And we're like, ah, screw it, we choose them anyway. They're like, fine, then go there and be one with them. We ended up in a swamp and we ended up dead. Yeah, that was that swamp. So it looks like, you know, we see a scene from Quest for Glory 2 and Quest for Glory 4. We were told to go straight north, right? So that's what we're doing. By the way, this place is beautiful. Look at this. The birds chirping in the background. How could a place this beautiful be this horrible? Okay, we need to go left or right. If you know anything about me, you know that I always like to say, start by going left. And it looks like there's something up here. Could be the town. This doesn't look like the town. This looks like a really creepy castle.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road.
With snakes on the gates.
Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
It is a beautiful castle, though.
Welcome to Mordavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
Well, hello. You're really nice. Greet the gatekeeper.
It is so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the pass to and from the valley. We haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago.
Well, maybe I can help. I'm the hero of Spielberg, the hero of Shapir, the prince of Shapir, hero of Tarna. I've killed demons. You know, more I think about when we tell about ourselves, it's kind of tooting your own horn. It's not really a heroic thing to do, but we're gonna do it anyway.
You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here.
I will do my best. I don't think we need to make the thief sign on him, although that is something we should consider, considering we only have, how much money? 17 crowns? I don't know how much money that is, but in Quest of Glory 2, 17 dinars was not enough to get you the things you needed in the game. So I wonder if we need to take up thieving again to invest in our future as a hero. You know, like we did in Quest of Glory 1, before we became a paladin. Maybe. What's your name, good sir?
I am Boris Stovich.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Stovich. Can you tell me about the castle?
This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Mordavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years.
I wonder what happened to them. Can I ask? Well, let's first ask about Mordavia. What do you know about this land?
Mordavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Mordavia. The name means Dark Valley.
So this place is literally dark, and the name is even dark. You know, maybe we should consider a name change. What do you think? Tell me about the Borgov family.
The heads of the Borgov family were the Boyars of Mordavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him.
The time of darkness. Yes, let's ask about that, because that sounds really suspicious.
It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Mordavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse.
So apparently he's not going to tell us much. Can you tell me anything about the Boyar?
Boyars are rather like barons of other lands.
Oh.
They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain.
Okay, so they're basically the sultans of this game. Tell me about the Borgov family.
The heads of the Borgov family were the Boyars of Mordavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him.
I wonder if we'll find out. I think I may have asked that twice, but it's okay. Who lives in the castle now, if the Borgov disappeared?
I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there.
Who pays your checks?
There's the master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say.
Okay, I wonder if this strange foreigner is Ad Avis, considering we saw him in the vision from Quest of Glory 3. But our hero doesn't know that, so let's ask about all of these people, the daughter, the master, the foreigner, and why are these guards so strange? It's kind of weird. I mean, we live in a place where there's swamps and women by caves and giant mouths and octopuses. It's strange that you would say something is strange. Daughter.
I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her.
Okay, who is a master?
The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that.
Another thing we should consider is maybe the master is Ad Avis. Although if you remember in Quest of Glory 2, when he went to die and his body wasn't found, he did call out for a master to save him. So maybe that's who this is. What about the foreigner?
He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips.
Ew.
Most unsavory.
Well, 70% of that kind of describes Ad Avis, except for that last line. That's... yeah.
I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter.
Well, what's the old saying? Manners maketh man? Let's see, we've already asked about that. Tell me about yourself, Boris.
I am the gatekeeper of Borgov Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the keystone speaker?
I guess. Tell me about the gate, because it's creepy looking.
This is the gate to Borgov Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime.
What about the nighttime?
At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotors, who make certain no one tries to enter without permission.
Okay, so there's guards at night. I don't know what a necrotar is, but it sounds kind of hideous. Tell me about the town. I'm kind of lost. I was told to go north.
The town of Mordavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north and you will find the gates of the town.
Okay, so we need to go east. Got it. Thank you so much, Boris. You are really, really helpful. Say goodbye.
Farewell, and may you find whatever you seek.
Thank you so much. By the way, sorry if the coughs come through.
Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
Got a little stucky throat, but we're gonna press on. This time we need to go east. Just sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Look how beautiful this place is. Look at that tree. Tree is gigantic. Ah, there's a town.
Just past the hill, you can see cultivated fields and a walled town.
And there's the rocks that we were told. So here is the town. Let's go in. This looks like a nice place. Reminds me a lot like Spielberg. Got a scarecrow
The
here.
villagers have erected a scarecrow to keep birds away from the newly harvested corn.
Looks like we have pumpkins.
Some beautiful giant pumpkins are growing in the field.
Some corn.
Tall shocks of corn have been harvested and wait here to be stored for the winter.
Trees.
An old stump by the side of the road makes a convenient resting place for passers-by.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Can we pick up the pumpkins?
You've never been very good at making pumpkin pie.
How about the corn?
You take an ear of the corn and put it away in your pack.
So why'd I do that? You remember rules of adventure gaming 101. Save often and pick up everything.
You can't take the scarecrow. That would be strawberry.
Ah ha ha, the puns.
You find 5 crowns that someone hid in the hollow stump. They're covered with mold and dirt and have obviously been long since forgotten.
Eee. We got some free money. How about that? Can we... Is there anything under the bridge?
There isn't anything useful down in the gully.
Okay. Guess not. Let's continue on. Oh, so beautiful. This is so beautiful. And the music is amazing. What are these, flowers?
You pick some flowers and put them away.
Cool.
Beautiful, out-of-season flowers grow all around the stone monument. The huge boulder raises a solitary wooden staff high above the clearing. The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it.
Sorry, how do we know it's feminine?
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
This I must
You find yourself
first
letting go
do.
of the staff very quickly.
Wait, what did that say?
This I must first
The sacrifice of life for one of
sacrifice
love.
of life for one of love.
Okay.
You find
So I don't think we can do anything with the staff. Is it magical?
you sense magic radiating from the staff and protecting this area.
Oh, protecting. It's not like a modest piece. Let's head into the town. Oh, hello there.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here?
Yikes, hello.
You strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Well, if I could introduce myself instead of you just going, you! I mean, that made me jump. Hello, Mr. Burgomeister.
The Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously.
Okay, let me tell you about myself.
You tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies.
I'm not telling you lies, I'm being serious. Although then again, if you think about this, you know, tell about ourselves. Hi, my name's Devon Aidendale. I just got in the fight with this demon who was trying to open up a rift and destroy the world. And in the process, I was suddenly whisked away from my friends and teleported into a strange cave with none of my stuff. And then I exited the cave after braving tentacle monsters and bats, only to find a strange woman and a bunch of swamp. I don't know. I might think I'm crazy if I were to tell someone that. So I can actually understand where you're coming from. Can I ask you about yourself?
My name is Dmitry Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Dmitry. What about Mordavia?
Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you.
Yeah, like I said, I was telling you the truth. Tell me about Mordavia.
Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you.
What about the town?
This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
I'm not here to start trouble. I'm here to solve problems. It's what I do. Tell me about what troubles you, Mr. Burgomeister Dmitry.
Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
Wow, such friendly people, this town. What dangers are there?
There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing.
Trust
The
nothing.
gates of this town are closed at sunset.
Really?
Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it.
Tell me about the shop.
The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
Well, that's nice. Thank you. You're at least being sort of hospitable. Tell me about the inn.
The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night.
That's good to know. Let's see, anything else to ask? Enough already? There's a door here. Oh, we just walked right into his office.
Are you just sightseeing or casing my place?
Hey, just because we're sneaking around everywhere doesn't mean we're trying to steal from you, okay? Is there anything new that we can say in this Adventurers Guild?
The old Adventurers Guild is at the north end of town. It has been abandoned for many years, since we have not had many adventurers who could cross the swamp. Seeing as you are supposed to be an adventurer, here, have a key to the guild door. Perhaps you can find something of use there.
Excellent. We got the door. We got the door. We got the key to the door of the Adventurers Guild. Fantastic. What about townspeople? This looks new.
Everyone in Mordavia minds his own business and does not go looking for trouble. You obviously do not fit in well here.
I'm sorry, but it's just what I'm trying to help out with. Say goodbye.
Stay out of trouble if you have any brains.
We will do our best.
Stay out of trouble and other people's business, and you and I will get along with one another. Otherwise, you will get me angry. I'm sure you don't want to make me angry, do you?
Do you turn big and green with purple shorts? Let's look around.
From the sign reading Burgomeister's office, you cleverly deduce that the Burgomeister works here. It's been years since you studied Mordavian, but you think that Burgomeister might be the word for mayor, or perhaps sheriff.
So we don't want to use a thief sign on him, that's for sure.
The sign reads General Store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get. The sign simply reads Inn. Guess that means you should go in.
Ah, the puns are so awesome in this game. Let's go in this shop. Wow, that's a lot of cats.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth.
And that's a lot of garlic.
The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
I really, really hope not. Hello, Mr. Kitty.
The cozy cat conveys a calmness most common in comfortable confines.
Wow, that's some alliteration right there.
The cozy cat.
Same thing.
This is a store counter. It's covered with more cats than merchandise.
What's going on with the garlic?
Either garlic is one of the most popular products here, or the shopkeeper ordered way too much and hasn't been able to get rid of it. You don't have any rations. You better get some food soon.
Oh, we're getting hungry. What about these clocks?
The shopkeeper does a good business in clocks. Apparently the villagers like to be able to tell when night is approaching. The fire helps keep the shop and the cats warm in these cold autumn evenings. The shopkeeper is a short, plump, plain-faced woman with coarse features.
One of my good friends has cats that always like to sit on top of their PS4. It's great because, you know, the PS4 is warm. Greet the shopkeeper.
Yeah, polite, aren't you? And manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see.
Yes, manners maketh man, exactly. Let me tell you about myself.
You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
Wait, Miss Stovich? Didn't we just meet a Boris Stovich? The gatekeeper over there where the castle is? Goods for sale. What do you sell?
Let me see. What could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself.
You gotta have
I
something.
do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic. Of course you'll need garlic. I've also got some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rusting. And if you like sweets,
I like
I've
sweets.
got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic-flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left.
A lot of things. Let's ask about everything. We're gonna ask about the candy, the garlic, the trail rations, shopping bag, the flask, the pie pan, and the small hand broom.
3 twists of candy will cost you just 5 kopecks. The kids love him. Oh, now garlic is a must-have item. It's just 25 kopecks for a bulb, and it will add flavor to any food.
Storekeeper looks around nervously for a moment, then continues.
You know, some say garlic also has medicinal and protective properties.
Protective properties?
My husband always said I make the most interesting sandwiches. They're very good for you, and I only charge 50 kopecks each for them.
Maybe we should bring her husband some sandwiches. I think that would be kind of cool. Hey, your wife made these sandwiches. We know you like them, and you're kind of lonely over here in the castle.
The shopping bag costs 50 kopecks. It is very useful for carrying your purchases or other large things.
Other large things. That makes me think that this is needed for something in the game. Flask of oil.
A flask of household oil will cost you 100 kopecks. It's good for door streaks and can also be used to loosen up rusty wagon wheels.
Probably something for thieving. Pie pan.
I can sell you a very nice large pie pan for 250 kopecks. Oh my, I've always admired the men who can cook.
Small hand broom.
You can purchase the hand broom for 350 kopecks.
Wow, that's expensive.
I'm sure you'll really clean up with it.
That's the most expensive item you have, and it's just a broom. Purchase goods. Oh, I don't want to do that yet, but let's go ahead and do this. We'll buy, I don't know, 4 things of garlic. That's 1 crown. We'll buy 5 things of candy. I am very disappointed that there's no bargaining in this game. I love the bargaining system. It was so much fun. Let's buy 1 flask, 1 pie pan, 1 hand broom, 1 shopping bag, and we will buy a lot of sandwiches because we're already hungry and the people here aren't too hospitable from what we've seen. So let's go ahead and just buy a bunch of these horrible looking avocado. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of avocado. If you like avocado, give a shout out to avocado in the comment section below. Because I'm more of a meat guy, you know, turkey, ham, cheese, bologna. Yeah, okay, we're down to 5 crowns. We'll stop there. How many sandwiches do we have? Let's look at this first. Rations, you have 17. Each weighs 20 quirks. These avocado and garlic sandwiches are the strangest adventure meals you've encountered. Still, they do last a long time and will keep you from starving to death. Of course, you may wish you had starved to death if you had to eat them too often. We got throwing daggers. I don't know if we ever looked at these. This is a flat-handed dagger suitable both for close-in fighting and throwing. Candy. You have several small pieces of taffy twisted in paper. We have a key ring. This ring contained the keys you found during your quest. You have the Adventurer's Guild key, and that's it. Oil. The container's label reads Squeaky Greaser TM. Garlic. Garlic is said to be potent protection against werewolves and other shape-changing creatures. It's also handy for making stews, sauces, and many other spicy dishes. Shopping bag. This reusable cloth shopping bag reduces waste and makes a handy container. Bagging big game with it is not recommended, however. Broom. This is a small hand broom suitable for light cleanup task. Pie pan. This is a metal pie pan perfect for fruit pies. Corn. It's an ear of corn from the fall harvest. And that's everything. Okay? Let's go ahead and eat a sandwich.
You eat it.
Okay, I expected more than that, but fair enough. We just eat the sandwich. Say goodbye.
You be careful. We don't need you going around stirring up trouble after all. Got enough as it is. If you do find something interesting, you let me know, of course, won't you?
Of course.
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your beck.
Yeah, that's definitely Boris Stovich, the gatekeeper we met. Let's go inside the inn. Because we're supposed to go in the inn. According to the sign. Hello.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn.
Oh, this is
The
nice.
stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
Well, thank you. You know, that's a really cheap deal. Makes me wonder, will we need to actually steal to get more money? I mean, we do only have 4 crowns and 43 kopecks, but we could stay in here for a month and still have money to spare. So unless there's another shop, maybe a magic shop nearby that we can spend money on, we may not have to actually, you know, be a thief in this land, but we definitely need a better weapon. Say hello.
They stare at you in astonishment.
Okay. Let me tell you myself.
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions rather than your words.
You know, that's okay by me. I'm okay with that. Let me tell you how I got here. My crazy story of fighting demons, going through a cave, ending up in a swamp.
Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic. Make certain you do not give us any more cause for alarm.
We need to stop telling people about how we got here. I would like to know about the inn.
The Hotel Mordavia has been in my family for generations. It is the only place to be when darkness falls at night. Everything else is closed, and even we lock the doors. You must knock if you wish to come in.
These people really are afraid of the dark, aren't they?
My name is Yuri Markarov. My wife's name is Bella. We are the owners of this inn.
Well, nice to meet you, Yuri. Room?
If you climb the stairs, your room is the first door on the right. The doors of the inn close before nightfall, so make sure you are always back before sunset.
Yeah, I just realized something as I'm talking to him. When we were talking to Olga, the Boris's wife, the shopkeeper, I went and said purchase goods, but I didn't actually go back and finish the dialogue. So I'm gonna go back and do that after I'm done with the inn. Talk about the room.
If you climb the stairs, your room is the first door on the right. The doors of the inn close before nightfall, so make sure you are always back before sunset.
And the town?
Make certain you are back in town before dusk. The gates of the town will close solidly to keep out any dangers.
They really don't like the nighttime. Tell me about these dangers.
There are many ill things that roam this valley by night. Make certain that you never have to meet them. Never venture into the forest by night.
By night. Tell me about the monastery.
The monastery is to the north of here. It has been abandoned for many, many years, but it has a bad reputation. No one in town will go near it. And if you have any sense, neither will you.
Okay, what about the shop?
There is not much for sale at the shop next door, but you may find something you need there.
Yeah, probably. And what did the Burgermeister?
The Burgomeister is the mayor of the town. You will be wise to listen to what he says and stay out of trouble.
Alright, well, thank you, good sir. Think we've exhausted all our options here. Let's say goodbye.
The first door at the top of the stairs leads to your room. My wife will serve you supper in the evening.
Let's go ahead and talk to these wonderful folk. Hi. Wow, that's one heck of a picture. Can you tell me your names?
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged.
Wait, what?
Pleased to meet you. I'm Ivan,
What?
an elephant herder. Unfortunately, there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business has kind of fallen off a tad.
So 2 things there. Yeah, so the CD seemed to have fixed a lot of bugs, but apparently they missed one there. They mentioned something about Igor being avenged, but that's not what the dialogue box said. I assume that's just a bug, but I love how they're improvising. If you look at the screen and you look at what they actually say, they're doing completely different things. Tell me about Mordavia.
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
It's a wonderful place.
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
It's Johnny Dangerously.
Right.
Or Johnny
Let's
Dangerfield.
not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town.
Everyone here's nothing but grins. Real friendly.
Yeah, except we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
Rodney Dangerfield. I had to look that up because I completely got that wrong. I thought of Johnny Dangerously because there was a movie called Johnny Dangerously starring Michael Keaton. I don't know why my brain went there with that voice. But yeah, Rodney Dangerfield. So amazing. Talk about some rumors.
Rumors? You talking to me? What rumors?
You talking to me?
Oh, there are no rumors here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by...
Horse patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of.
Why is this so? I love these guys. Talk about the town.
The town of Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Stinky
Well, I'm not so sure about the friendly part. We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like you.
Yeah, well, anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Yeah, happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful. As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum.
Oh, very well, all right, then Mordavia is filled with people, you know, stinky ones.
Stinky ones.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here.
Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
Oh, I love these guys. They're so awesome. Alright, we'll talk to you guys later. Let's go ahead and head back to the shopkeeper because I totally forgot to ask her about all the other things. Well, it was only 2 things, but still, 2 things may become, you know, more.
Ah, well now, what news do you have for me?
First off, hello. I'm sorry to bump out on you so quick. Greet Olga.
So, you haven't been eaten yet. We'll see how long you last traipsing about everywhere when you should be staying in this nice, safe town.
Traipsing? Is that like trapezing? Don't know. I've never heard that word before. Tell about our adventures.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Mordavia.
Not much so far.
And be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all.
Really? So, do you have a clue on what's going on around here? Rumors.
What would you like to know about?
I would like to know about... You know, considering I don't know who this person is, or this person, I'm just going to pretend I said, tell me everything. And she's gonna tell us everything, if she likes.
Dr. Cranium is a very strange man. No one knows what goes on in the back room of his house, except maybe Igor, and he won't talk about it. Someday, the mad doctor will blow us all up with one of those experiments of his. You mark my words. You see, there used to be a very active adventurers guild here in town, but it's been empty and locked up since I can remember.
And the Burgermeister?
Our Burgermeister is named Dimitri. He is responsible for keeping order in the town, and he is very serious. But there was some scandal about his grandmother, but it was hushed up.
And this person that we don't know yet.
He's a strange one, isn't he? Digging graves and carving tombstones during the day, helping that crazy Dr. Cranium at night. You know he's not up to any good. Decent folk have nothing to do with him.
See, she told us quite a lot. Husband, I don't remember this being here.
Yeah, my sad departed husband. His name was Boris. Gone 3 years now. He was such a good man.
I could have swore we met a man named Boris Stovich over there in the castle. Unless he's not really there? Are we going crazy?
This isn't such a bad place to settle down, you know. You could easily earn a living farming here. That certainly has more job security than adventuring, after all.
You know, she does have a point, actually, but, you know, we're not going to take it. Can we tell her about the gatekeeper? Yes.
You tell Olga that the gatekeeper's name is Boris Stovich and ask if they're related.
Aha! So that's where the so-and-so went. Huh. Tell him he's a rotten no goodnik.
Huh. Okay. Thanks. Say goodbye.
You take care. Don't want to see your funeral. You hate that walk to the cemetery.
She just doesn't want to walk to the cemetery.
As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
He's not lost. He's over there. I still think we should bring him a sandwich sometime. Say, hey, here's an avocado sandwich, you know? From your departed wife. Whoa!
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street.
Yeah, but that's not what caught my attention.
Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure. A sense of great danger and hunger comes from near the door of the massive stone building.
Yeah! What's up with this?
This is a bas-relief of a strange creature. It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles. You have a creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you.
Yeah. This place is creepy as can be.
There is an indentation near the middle of the shadowed door. It looks like a set of 6 curved spokes radiating out from a central point.
We actually have an object that's 6-pointed. Man, that thing's creepy. Hello, Mr. Gravedigger.
The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work.
Well, let's introduce ourselves.
You introduce yourself to the gravedigger.
Hopefully leaving the, you know, all the...
Me, Igor!
Leaving the parts about us coming out of a cave out. Hi, Igor. Nice to meet you.
It does.
Tell me about the Adventurers Guild.
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild.
Yeah, I can understand that. What about the town?
Town Mordavia, this north part of town.
Any work?
Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there.
I like you, Igor. Tell me about grave digging.
Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again.
Igor, you are killing us with those. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Tell me about the town.
Town Mordavia, this north part of town.
And rumors?
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab.
Wait, what?
Igor not no funny man in inn not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things.
You just told me a whole lot, and yet you say you didn't tell me anything. So there's a funny man who's not funny in the inn. There's a crazy scientist building things, and there's... Wait, what was that other one?
Oh, Igor not hear rumors.
There's a stranger
Igor
in
not no
town.
Stranger in
Oh, he's talking about us. Okay. Tell me about the monastery.
Bad building. No go there. Bad, bad, bad.
Okay. But, you know, I see this, and I'm just lured to it. Say goodbye.
He looks at you and then goes back to work.
I am definitely... Yes, I know there's a door over here, but I need to figure out what's up with this building. So I'm going to save, because I have a feeling this is not going to end well for us. Let's go to the door.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
Okay, I'm going to go in here anyway. Let's open the door.
Nobody ever listened to Igor.
Seafood snack? That hacktopus has had the munchies ever since it got stoned. Fortunately for it, but not for you, it occasionally gets its meals delivered right to the door. Okay, that's not the way into the monastery. So we do not want to do that. Oh well, we'll save the monastery for later. Let's head to the Adventurers Hall. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.